Hello everybody and welcome back to FIU Dynasty. Today we start the fourth season of the series. And we left off with the off season. We went through everything. And I did in fact not go through the depth chart yet, so we can do that on this episode to start. So let's go through it. Let's go through the depth chart. Let's see what we got going on. All right. We got Bryce Sparks at QB at the moment. But we got some guys in, right? We got some guys. Obviously, we no longer have Keon Jenkins. Or the transfer from last year. He was also a senior. So, who starts, right? Well, looking at it, we have Jamison Vincent, who has the second strongest arm, but his accuracies are horrible. I need to look at the roster more. I need to see things. Hold on. We'll go to the depth chart in a second, but this is very important. So Bryce Sparks obviously capped out 80 overall. Really good abilities. Obviously, Field General Gold is amazing. But he's capped out, right? And as starters go, Dustin Doris has a pretty good cap ceiling. I think he was a gym. So he starts off as a 78. He might not have been a gym, but he starts as a 78. He has everything, can still be upgraded. Speed can get better. His toughness can get better. He has a lot of IQ to upgrade. His accuracies can get slightly better, which, may mean you would like to see those be like really high. That being his highest capped part of his game sucks to see. Because he is a star development, which means he'll develop at the second fastest rate we can get. He's got a lot of elusiveness. And obviously he has the 92 throw power, which is pretty good. But if we look at the other guys, we got Granderson here, whose only impact was... Obviously you can tell there's a lot more he can't do, right? He can't get any faster. His health doesn't get any better. His power is basically capped out, and his elusiveness is capped out. One thing Granderson has over Doris is the fact that he probably will get like 90 accuracies and throw on the run and throw under pressure. So his accuracies overall will be a lot better. And obviously he starts with 4 abilities, Silver Magician being one of them. Option King, Extender, and Off Platform. But he's only Impact. And I've had Impact players in the past who became high 90 overalls, but this doesn't look like a guy who's going to be a high 90 overall. And then we have Josh Martino, who was probably the highest one on the board for a while there until we found Doris. And like Granderson, his things can get capped a lot more, but we do have 88 speed, 91 throw power. His elusiveness gets only slightly better, but it does get better, and his accuracies go to, I don't really know the numbers, but probably high 80s, right? He already has an 85 short throw accuracy. And the question is, do we start one of these guys this season? There's argument for all 3, but there's also argument to say no, right? You want to see who, because none of them are elite. None of them are an elite dev trait, so it's possible to just redshirt all 3 of them. Stick with Bryce Sparks for one more season. I'm sure we'll have Bryce Sparks for not only this season and next season. But stick with Bryce Sparks one more season because we already know what we got with him. And then see what happens next season after the offseason boost to Doris, to Granderson, and to Martino. Obviously, Jameson Vincent isn't a guy who's going to start at all, right? He's already lower overall than all three other guys. I'm pretty sure he's not even a good cap. Well, no, it's Doris. Hold on. Oh, not Doris. Jameson Vincent is an impact, and like the others, I think he's the hardest capped, really, and that's due to his 3-star rating. But yeah, I think he's definitely not getting any better. Bryce Sparks, obviously, we already know what we have. We've already won a national championship with him. We had a semifinal playoff game. And, his accuracies are really good, right? Give him one more season. I doubt he gets drafted because he's an 80 overall. But worst comes to worst, he gets drafted. We go through one of these guys, and then we see which one comes out on the other side better, right? It's very close. The fact that Doris gets capped so hard in the areas you want him to be good at, obviously he has the least amount of caps, but accuracy having 4, that is pretty annoying. This is not just pretty, but really annoying, because this was kind of my number one option for QB of the future when he came out with a star development, and he's a 78 overall. But his throw power gets better. His elusiveness does get better. His accuracies do get better, but with only 2 more to go, he probably doesn't develop that deep throw accuracy at all, right? It might be an 80. His IQ, obviously, he's going to get that upgraded a lot. His health is going to get 1 more, and he gets a slightly faster, which will give him, hopefully, Gold Magician. Sometimes they don't upgrade it. But if he does get that 91 speed and then gets the Gold Magician, that's a very helpful thing, because Magician is one of the best abilities in the game. So, we'll see. Obviously, the extender, he should get extender if he upgrades his elusiveness, and then he upgrades it again. He should get silver extender, which is also a really good not badge, but ability. Sorry. NBA 2K's badges, and the lead developer for college football, can't remember his name right now, but Scott O'Gallagher, I think, actually, now that I think about it, Scott O'Gallagher used to be a part of 2K and NBA 2K in particular, and that's mainly where I assume he got this type of system where every archetype gets 5 physical abilities, kind of like in 2K17, where you made a sharpshooter, you get 5 sharpshooting badges, and that's your whole thing. You don't get anything else. So it's cool to see that he's been a major help in this game, because he is a really good developer, and he wants these games to succeed, and you can tell with how much they update this game often. Besides that, let's get back to the depth chart. I did write down the rookies, or not, you know what I mean, rookies. We'll just call them rookies, the freshmen. I wrote them down that have the elite development and that I would like to start if there's not already a guy who's ahead of him, right? So let's go through the depth chart. So Bryce Sparks, I think, has to start this season. And we're probably just going to run a 2-quarterback system. If Jameson Vincent needs to come in and play for Bryce Sparks, if Bryce Sparks gets injured, we go straight to Doris, right? You go for the guy with the highest stats available. So we'll go straight for Doris. That's worst case scenario. But Vincent, he's going to be our backup for the season, which leaves us with a 2 QB room, which is gonna happen. The halfback room, we have Thrasher still. Did he develop any? Well, he did kind of. His spin move went up a little bit. His juke move did not really go up. I think he had both 77s, so he kind of developed that. I really hate that you can't, like, when you're looking at the depth chart, you can't look at. So we'll do this. We'll just go through here, and then I'll go back through the depth chart and do it. So, Shockey. Stanley Shockey's an impact player. He gets capped out, obviously, impact style. He gets a lot more upgrades, to be fair, though. His elusiveness will be capped out pretty hard. He gets one more upgrade. I think that goes to like a 91. If I'm looking at the quickness, it'll be 91. So, he probably gets like an 88 agility, maybe an 85, 86 juke move. He might be our starter. He hasn't unlocked any abilities that he should be unlocking. Well, in particular, Shifty. Everything else he can't get right now because you need 87 juke move, a 95 acceleration, and an 80 spin move. So that's what happens there. Devin Thrasher is also an impact player. His elusiveness is capped out, so he can't get any better as an elusive back. His hands can get better, so he feels like more of a receiving back, in all honesty. His IQ can get better. His route running's capped, which his route running goes hand in hand with that receiving back style. It's capped out, and his power gets slightly better. So we don't really have a clear guy. I think Lamont's maxed out at a 69 overall. And that sucks to see, right? Like, obviously, he does have the workhorse ability, which is toughness based. And he does get those animations that lets him push forward. For some reason, he has a 99 medium route running. I don't even know how that's even possible, but okay. That is insane. He also has 25 points. Yeah, so he can't unlock anything. He's stuck. That sucks. That really sucks. And then we have Akeem Bradford, who's an impact. He can develop really well. We're likely going to redshirt him. Like, if you look at what we have and what we did with what we had, you're feeling pretty good, right? Stanley Shockey and Thrasher. Stanley Shockey didn't even play until the last game of the season in the national championship, which he played well. I guess he can be the starter. He has the most to cap, or the least amount of caps, I should say. Thrasher is here because, I mean, obviously he was best running back of the year last year, and then Lamont was a luxury for us to have in the playoffs, but he's obviously not getting any better. Like, he literally can't get any better. And we have Kadu, and Kadu's a star. He's maxed out on speed, which sucks to see. We have Bradford, who I'm sure is also maxed out on speed. Yep. He has Shockey. And then what? Shockey. Akeem Bradford. Yeah. So he's maxed out on speed, but he has a really good caps for an impact player. His hands are his hands, whatever. He already has an 85 carrying. So what if he's not going to catch the ball that well? I'm not expecting him to. His IQ gets a lot better. His elusiveness gets a little bit better. He is a power back, so right, like his main thing is gonna be power. He gets a lot more power, and you're looking at this, and you're like, well, he's an impact player. Do you redshirt him? If you redshirt him, how much does he get boosted? Or do you take him along this season and try to get him really good stats and a lot more upgrades? So come sophomore season, he is, really good. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. I think we have 3 running backs that are enough, right? With what we can work with, we won a national championship with them already. Obviously, Thrasher's going to be capped out by the end of the season, and Shockey, I'm just going to leave as a starter. I think that's the best case scenario to develop him more. I guess he didn't get redshirted. He was supposed to be redshirted. Well, that sucks to see. He was supposed to be redshirted. I don't know. I only played him in one playoff game. I guess when I subbed in the backups, he counted. He doesn't have. Oh, I don't want season stats. I wanted career stats. He played 8 games. Why did he play 8 games? I don't know, but no idea. We had no clue. But quite honestly, he has the best juke move. So I think Shockey's got to stay because I'll actually have somebody who can do a juke, right? Lamont's only good for really trucking, and he gets that off every so often. And, Shockey's our best guy, really, for breaking tackles, getting a juke move off. He's still decently fast. His carrying is middle of the pack with everybody else. His catching's actually not that bad. Neither is his catching traffic and spec catch, so he can catch the ball. His route running is, could be better, but who cares? 99, right? That's just so insane. He's a 68 overall, and he is a demon when it comes to mid route running. Yeah, he's got the best stamina, too. That was one thing with Thrasher, is he was constantly, between his toughness, I mean, Thrasher has a better toughness, but Thrasher's stamina was so low often that his toughness didn't matter. So they kind of play hand in hand. Shockey has less toughness, less injury, but we'll see how that plays in effect. I think I'm just going to stick with what they have, right? Obviously, Corbin's our starting fullback. We're going to redshirt Harmon. No, there's no point in not, right? At wide receiver, we have a few seniors. A lot of these guys I don't know about, to be honest. Mazeo Bennett's still injured. Really? You're still injured? How are you still injured? Well, Mazeo Bennett's not going to play for us to start the season. He has 99 agility, 99 change of direction, 99 jumping. He can get a lot more speed, but considering how expensive speed is for him to upgrade, it probably won't happen unless he's really forced the ball this season. His physicals, he already has platinum shifty and silver layout, so yet he will be starting as soon as he isn't injured anymore, which is 3 weeks from now. So it sucks to see that a transfer guy was injured coming in. I guess it is what it is. We still have Thurber. William Foles is still here. He's going to graduate. Juju Lewis is going to graduate. Emmanuel Miles is a sophomore. He's 6'4" with 93 speed. We could have Thurber and Emmanuel Miles on the outside. Hennessy can play his slot receiver again. And then I guess Maldonado can do something in the meantime. Because I don't think Lewis or Foles are going to do anything for us. Hennessy's capped out, though. That sucks to see because he's only a sophomore. Maldonado's a star. He still has a lot more to do, especially in the route running department. So I think he has to start. He already has 99 toughness and 99 injuries, so that's pretty freaking good. He's fast, good acceleration. He's elusive enough. His catching doesn't get any better, which sucks to see, but it's still fine. And then his route running is going to be a major factor into his development. I think Maldonado's got to start, and I think I know exactly how I want to do that. So let's go do that now, since the receivers are a bit of an annoyance when it comes to depth chart. So Bryce Sparks is going to start. Vincent's going to stay there. I think I'm fine with this. Well, red shirt, Kadu, Harmon, and Bradford. Receivers, yeah, so I think Thurber, the number one receiver, is a left side receiver. I think Emmanuel Miles can start at the right side. And then Maldonado is going to be third. And then until Mazeo Bennett comes back in 3 weeks, we can just have... All these guys are the same to me. I guess I would rather have Foles. He's 6'3". He's got the same speed, but he's faster, change of direction. His route running, well, it could be better, but I mean, I don't think he's going to do too much. His release is pretty good. So, yeah. William Foles can stay at 4. Tight end is going to be Camacho. We'll redshirt Isaac Howard. And could redshirt Dietrich, but I'm not worried about that. Left tackle, Countess. Yeah, I'd say so. At left guard, we have Marquis Anderson. And he is a left guard. Okay. It's like the first year they actually had that right. Who hasn't? You have what, Daniel Michael? You have a 99 pass blocking? And an 88 run blocking? Jesus. Jaden Countess has to start, though. Like, Daniel Michael was really good, too. I don't remember what I made Daniel Michael last season, because Countess was starting. Marquis Anderson, I don't see why you don't start Marquis Anderson. He's got really good power blocking for an agile guy. That's funny. His quick step is kind of important. And Daniel Michael's good. I don't know. Center's a position of importance. I think I wanted... Where's he at? Falau. Falau's got to start this season. I think the best spot is center. Alright. He's already a guard, and centers play similar enough to guards for me to want him to be center. At right guard, they have Jaheim Buchanan, who's really good pass blocking. He's got really good run blocking. This was rough. But Jaheim Buchanan, if you watched any of our season last year, every time we ran left without a pulling guard, it felt like Jaheim Buchanan just got bulldozed. Which, I mean, I think is exactly why his run block power is like that. At a 78 run block power, he was just getting pushed through like he was nothing. And then you look at it, well, then who do we put in? Because obviously we have Dakota Wallabog, who's got a pretty good pass block, and he's also got decently good power blocking, and finesse blocking is okay, but run block finesse is bad. His run blocking's Do you put Daniel Michael in at right guard? I don't know. At right tackle, I guess Daniel Michael's playing right tackle. And if Daniel Michael's playing right tackle, where do we put Rabes? I don't really look at the depth chart or the roster. I want to see if there's anybody I'm missing that should be playing a different position. Like, is Mafe? He's a sophomore, impact sophomore. He can develop decently well. His run block won't be too crazy, but his pass blocking is already maxed out at 91, which is pretty good. His footwork gets better. His power blocking, I guess just power. It's not actually his whole blocking. His strength's pretty bad. His quickness can get a lot better. He's really fast. He's boosted to an 85 overall. He's a sophomore. Then we got another guy in Jermaine Vaughn. Is Jermaine Vaughn worth starting this season? He's a star development with pretty good looking stats. His run blocking and pass blocking have a lot to go. His IQ is, has a lot of room. His quickness has a lot of room, and his footwork gets pretty decent. That's at least, 87, 88, whatever. He's already strong. He should be getting gold strong grip eventually. I don't know. Do we just redshirt Vaughn? Because obviously Countess has to play. Countess isn't not going to play. Because Countess is good, right? He's our star left tackle. One of the highest overalls on the line we have. He's an elite development. He still has a lot to go, right? His power gets a lot better. His pass blocking can get better, which hopefully it does. I hope his power gets a lot better, because strength is also very important at lineman. His quickness gets a lot better, which helps with the run game. And speed rushers, but yeah, you can't not start Countess. Left guard, we have Marquis Anderson, who's an 87 as well. Jaheim Buchanan, I don't know if he starts this season due to the way he played last season. And then, let's look at other people who, like Brett Ball's a normal dev. He's not starting. He can't get any better. Edward Washington, can you get any better? Impact dev. I mean, yeah, he can. His pass blocking is not that great. His run blocking has a lot of room to grow. Does he develop that though at an impact left guard? It seems very unlikely. Jace Fowler is a freshman. He's been redshirted, but he's only normal dev. He's basically capped out at the moment, so that's not good for us. At right guard, Dewan Ezeki. I'm pretty sure he has to start too. He's a star development. He has a lot of room. His pass blocking only gets so much better, but everything else has a lot to work with. He's already fast. I think you have to start Ezeki. Falau has to probably play center. I think he's definitely gonna play center. That's the best bet for me. Miles Wilds is gonna get redshirted. Bloom's gonna get redshirted. And then at right tackle, do we put Daniel Michael over here? And it looks like we probably do, right? You're not bad. 91 pass block, 85 run block. Your strength's not great, but you don't develop anymore, right? That's Hochstein. I don't want Hochstein. I know Hochstein's good. Don't even worry about that. So, Michael Rabes is an 86. He does get slightly better, but he's a normal dev. Or a senior, so you're not going to get much better than this. This is kind of your ceiling, because we can't develop you anymore after the season. Case Savinsky, he's not playing. So I think you just put Daniel Michael over at right tackle. You put Falau at center. And at guard, I think you have to put Ezeki in. And there's really no reason not to. He's a star development. Can I change their positions now? I think that's a thing you can do now. Just so it's easier in my mind. Yeah. So Falau's going to be center. And then at left tackle, let's put Daniel Michael all the way over here on the right tackle side. Obviously, he's a senior, and he doesn't get much better. I mean, he gets a 99 pass blocking. He has 3 more things to upgrade. He's going to have a 99 raw pass blocking, and he's a 2-star lineman. So that's really nice to see that he does get a 99 pass blocking as a 2-star guy. Oh, he's a real-life person. That's why. I can't change his position to right tackle. That sucks. It is what it is, though. I can just do it on the depth chart, but, you know, it's easier in my brain if I don't have to. So at left tackle, it's Countess. There's a lot of guys over here. Like, I think Mafe has to be a backup left tackle. And then everybody else is fine. At left guard, we're going to have Marquis Anderson. I think Jaheim Buchanan can be backup. That's fine with me. And then you can put Washington here at third string. Center is going to be Falau with Fowler. Buchanan. Buchanan can just be kind of our plug-and-place type of guy. At right guard, it's got to be Ezeki. I don't see why Ezeki wouldn't be the starter. He's really fast and agile and decent enough strength with really good blocking, and he's only a freshman. He's going to develop, hopefully, really well with star development. And then Daniel Michael has to play right tackle. He's boosted to a 90, which is kind of crazy, from an 83 overall. But, like, just the blocking stats, there's really no flaw in his game. The lowest is the lead block, and he's a tackle. He's not lead blocking nowhere. That's what Marquis Anderson's for. That's what Jaheim Buchanan's for as a backup, you know? So, yeah, I think that's going to be the case. This, okay, you're just pissing me off right now. This is the rough one. Do we put, I think Atwell's starting over here? No, you're not starting over Max Lowry. Max Lowry is the right end. Okay? This is the hard part. This is the bullet we got to bite. Who starts? Who starts is the real question. Do we start the guy who is a freshman and develop him this season and bench Atwell? Because Atwell, here's the pros and cons. Atwell's got a lot less agility. He's less agile. Atwell has a lot more play rec, though. He has more strength. His power move and his finesse move is more refined. His tackling's lower, though. His hit power's better. His pursuit's lower. He's got better zone coverage. Sometimes they pop him in a zone, which, I mean, it's not that big of a difference. I just don't know. I guess we can, because I love Atwell. Atwell's been great for us, but I guess we can see what it will be like with Funchess. We'll at least give Funchess a tryout, right? In a world where we could redshirt Atwell, right? We most certainly could redshirt him if, you know, Funchess is killing it. And at right end, you can't not. He is the greatest edge rusher in college football history, if not in history at all. Jermaine Carter is a backup. I think if we're going to start Funchess, we have to put Atwell as a backup for both of them. I think that's just reasonable, right? And then at D-tackle, this is also really crazy because we have this transfer who has 2 platinum abilities with inside disruptor and outside disruptor. So he is a run stopper, full stop. And then who do you start now? I think it was Lampkin. I think Howard has the worst case for starting, to be quite honest. I think it's Lampkin though. He's not as fast as Joseph Travis, but he's a D tackle. Let's not worry about that. Strength is good. And I'm very positive that Lampkin has a good development trait at D tackle. View roster. I want to check something because I remember once upon a time we had a guy, we put him at center, and then he lost his development trait. Okay, so Falao still has a development trait, which is good. He has a lot to upgrade. He's definitely going to be starting center. Obviously, that kicks him down from what he was to now a 60, but he's the greatest 60 overall I've ever seen. I don't know why he's a 60 at center. That makes no sense to me, but whatever. D tackle, Lampkin. He's a freshman, of course. He's an impact dev. Why was I so high on Lampkin? What was the major point? He's only an impact dev. Oh, this is Joseph Travis. No wonder. I was like, what's going on here? Lampkin. Star development. That's what I thought. He has a lot to improve. His power moves get really high. His run stopping gets really high. His quickness gets a lot better. His finesse moves they're not going to be crazy. They're going to be like 80 something. But his 73 off bat right there is pretty good. His play recognition gets better. He's at max power, so it is what it is. But he's got a lot to improve, and he's a star development. Yeah, that's why he's the guy. And I'm pretty sure Kaufman's like basically maxed out. He had a really good season for us, but we have a guy that can be better. Obviously, 99 play rec is really good, and we might see some problems with play recognition when we put Lampkin in, but it is what it is. And Joseph Travis obviously has some room to grow, but we have a guy who's better, just as a development standpoint. And besides speed, Joseph Travis isn't really that more enticing for me to start because Lampkin is really good. This is the problem with college football. You have a guy who's played really well for you, but you got another guy who can come in and play that role better. It's a rough part of college football, and I'm sure it happens all the time in real life. I don't know. Maybe it's just the video game, but somebody like you go and get a transfer like Collins, a Chimpong. I hope I'm saying that right. I think he's a real person too. We can check that real quick by trying to change his position. Yeah, he's a real player. So obviously, you go and get a transfer who wanted to come to our school. Don't get me wrong. And it's a position that we needed some help at, right? We had a lot of problems with the run game last season. We go and we get this guy. He is a dominant run stopper, decently fast, really good play rec, really good power move, really good block shedding. He comes with abilities. And then you're like, well, then I've got a couple guys that played really well for me last season. Joseph Travis and Tobias Kaufman. These two guys played really well for me, but they're not going to be able to start this season. And obviously they have a couple more years left. And then, well, we have this guy who was just redshirt last season. He looks really, really good. So let's put him at second string. And now we have a Tobias Kaufman, Joseph Travis bench situation, which is going to happen, I guess. It just will. It is what it is. So here's another thing we could do. So Clyde Atwell obviously comes in. What's his acceleration? A 90 acceleration. He comes in really good, really developed really well. Enough. I keep saying that like he's developed really well. Obviously, his caps are really hard hitting, and that's the reason why I want to start Funchess over him. But do we look at him and be like, well, let's get the most out of your talent, right? Let's move you to outside linebacker, because an outside linebacker gets less for quick jump. It depends on what archetype they give him. Hopefully the one with quick jump. But obviously he has a 90 acceleration. At an edge rusher, he only gets silver quick jump. So what do we do with that? Well, we can... I think that I should have just done it then here, but I think we move him that left outside linebacker, and we see how that works for him. I think that's a good idea, to be honest. Yeah, let's move him to left outside linebacker, and then what does that do for your overall or something? So you drop an overall, sure. That's fine. Do you no longer get quick jump? Well, you do. Why does your acceleration go down? You don't get any more acceleration. Huh. Okay, then. Then, well, hopefully that didn't mess you up too bad. Hopefully we can change you back to a left end. I thought he would keep the same statistics, because he came into the league with those statistics. So. Well, he actually dropped overall, so he did lose acceleration because I did that. Okay, that sucks to see. And they changed. Okay, I just kind of ruined that well, because now he's back to a power rusher. Well, we learned. We learned what happens when you do that, and it's a bad idea. That sucks. I don't know why that's a thing. How is he a speed rusher at left end? You move him to left outside linebacker, and now he's no longer a speed rusher. Or when you move him back to left end, now he's no longer a speed rusher when you move him back. I don't know. But whatever the case, I guess that just guarantees that Funchess has to start. I don't know why that changed his archetype or his tendencies so much. I wish you could change tendencies as well, because some players can't, like, Atwell could be a, I'm going to give him back his, because we knew he had 90 acceleration. Where's it at? He has a 90 acceleration. Don't mess with him. He might not get his quick jump back, but he has 90 acceleration. I know that for a fact. Alright? Go and get it twisted. But yeah. That sucks to see. Huh. I wish you could change their archetype. That is one thing I wish you could do. Because players develop differently. And some finesse or some elusive backs progress into a power back sometimes, and they don't get to use the advantages of what their stats are because of their tendency. And that's just stupid, because this guy should be a speed rusher. I don't even know why in the world he would be a power rusher in the first place, but I guess that's what I get for messing with it. But yeah. And Romo's actually really fast. 92 acceleration, brother? What the heck? That's more than Laurie. This guy's fast. Because don't you need 90? You need 93 acceleration for quick jump on platinum. Okay. Romo has a case. He's not going to start, but Romo did have a case. I'm not going to mess with nobody anymore then. It changes everything if you move them from one position to the next. Okay. That's stupid, if you ask me. but I guess it is what it is. Well then, let me. Well then, we know how to fix that then. All right, let's go back to the roster. Let's go back to Atwell. We can make him outside linebacker then. And then just give him back his 90 acceleration because he had 90 acceleration prior to changing. So you can go to outside linebacker and I can change your acceleration to a 90, which right now it says you do have a 90, but you won't when I change it to outside linebacker, I bet. Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing. That's stupid, if you ask me. Yeah, give him his 90 acceleration. I want to make sure he has his 88 rush moves as well. Okay, he does. But that is kind of stupid. Because did he get worst overall? I feel like there's a lot going on here that I'm not. Whatever. And then you do get quick jump. You'll have to buy it, of course, but you will get quick jump back. And now you're a starting left outside linebacker instead of a backup left in, which could help in scenarios. Sometimes the outside linebackers would come in, so it is what it is. Now middle linebacker. I think Benitez is the best option. He's a star development with pretty good. He has a lot more pass rush. His pass coverage is capped out, but 79 zone coverage at 6'4" with 95 speed. I think you'll be alright. I think you'll be fine. Amani Shelley. You're star dev too. But you're basically capped out. What are you? A 3-star? Interesting. I feel like a 3-star would have better caps. Is what it is, I guess. I don't know where to start. Gabe played really well for us. Sammy Hollenbeck played really well for us. Benitez, I think, can play really, really well for us. He's faster. His zone coverage isn't better. I guess, does Hollenbeck take a back seat this season? If that's the case, that's no longer a captain for me, right? I don't want him as a captain if he's going to be third string. Right outside linebacker, Khalil Babcock. He's there to be there. Corners. Okay, we'll go through that in the depth chart because I already kind of know everybody's situation. So let me go back through. Left outside linebacker is going to be Atwell, who will get his quick jump eventually. The middle linebacker, I think I want Benitez starting. I think Gabe Gay's also got to start, so Sammy Hollenbeck's got to take a back seat this season. I just think that's a scarier sight is Benitez. Like, obviously the one thing Hollenbeck brings to the team is tackling, but the speed of Benitez and then the zone coverage of Gabe Gay is very important. Like 98 zone coverage, that's insane. And he's tall and he's still fast. So I don't see how he doesn't start. At right outside linebacker, put the right outside linebacker in, brother. You know what? Fine, don't put him in. Who cares? At corner, okay, Levy. Levy developed pretty well. He's still fast. His man coverage is obnoxiously horrible. But his man coverage is absolutely horrible. He's got really good zone. At the same time, he's like really good at zone coverage. I don't know how he's not good enough of a mixed coverage guy. And obviously, I'm not calling the plays because I don't want to. Then you have a guy like Sexel who's, I don't know why. Oh, you're a free safety now. That's why. And we got Maragos. Maragos is a elite development corner who will get the most out of starting this season. And somebody like Jenkins is not going to start. So, put him up here. It's just so hard because Maragos is really good. Like, he's already got 95 speed as well. Obviously, his coverages aren't there. But is he better than Hakeem, who's supposed to be a slot corner? Is Victor Evans get... I mean, his man coverage is horrible. he's the same boat as Kevin Levy. Alright? And we will be playing man defense at one point, and I'm going to be very annoyed when I watch Victor Evans and Kevin Levy get absolutely cooked. Because Ben Woodhead is playing... he's going to play slot corner. I don't know. It's rough because I really don't know. I think this is fine. We go Levy, Maragos, Woodhead, Hakeem comes in at 4th string, and Victor Evans can come in at 5th string. Just because Levy has, obviously, the star patch. Yeah. Free safety is Sexual. Don't even worry about it. I also have Trong doesn't have to start the season, even though he was written down as possibility. That was before I changed Sexel to a free safety. So now Sexel can play free safety. He's got good enough. He's fast. He's 6'1". He's a hybrid safety, so he'll be fine. At strong safety, is still Jaden Williams. Or do we give it to Chad Pryor, right? We have a 6'4", 92 speed freak athlete whose zone coverage doesn't rival Jaden Williams, but here's the thing. If I let Chad Pryor not play for 2 more seasons, instead let Jaden Williams play his last 2 seasons, am I scrutinizing his development? I think I would be. And I think I have to start Chad Pryor. Obviously, kicker and punter are fine. We'll have to get a kicker and punter next season. We'll recruit a couple more. We could recruit a couple more this season just to have them, but I feel like we were fine last time. These guys ended up being completely okay. Let's get into the skilled areas. So a 3rd down running back, I think Thrasher does work that well. I think Thrasher's perfect for that because he's the best receiving back we have, even though he's not a receiving back. So that's fine. Power back is Lamont for sure. And then no, Bradford cannot play. So put Thrasher in here, put Shockey in here. Slot receiver. Thurber's not going to be slot. Oh, I forget now. I'm trying to think. How does the play go? I think in trips, starting guy is the guy who goes on the out route, I think. And then we can have... who was the other guy? Who's the other receiver? Is it... I mean, Miles is playing right side. Thurber's left side. Was it William Foles? It was William Foles. We don't want to do that. No. So this is how I think it should be, right? This guy is supposed to do is in the middle, right? He's the middle slot. And then we'll figure it out by the first game. So if it has to be changed, it has to be changed. Rushing left in is gonna be Funchess. Rushing right in is gonna be Laurie. But Atwell will be the backup rusher to both of those guys in the event that one of them isn't able to play or is exhausted or something. And then at rushing right in, Funchess will be the third string. Laurie will be the third string. So you have to play. And then Jordan Travis, I don't want you to play, man. I know it hurts to say for me, but this guy, I feel like Lampkin's going to develop really well. And him and Achim Pong this season. Next season, then we'll have a case for bringing Lampkin or bringing Travis or Kaufman back into the fold. But for now, that's how I think it's going to be. And sub linebacker. Yeah, that's fine. Holland back and play third string, sub linebacker, and obviously slot corner is you. Akeem is fine there as well, and then don't want Levy there. Jaden Williams can play third string slot corner, just so he can maybe get some time in. I think that's the depth chart, right? I think it's the guys. Already spent an hour doing that. I knew I said I was gonna do it off the stream or off the video, not stream. But we already have recruiting done. We can play the Panther Bowl. We have a really good defense. Obviously, we did last season, and the overall now reflects that. Edit our uniforms. We'll start off the year with the Vice alternates. Let's get a game going. Haven't played a game in 1.5 episodes. So let's do that. I'll try to fit in a second game. I think to do that, we won't watch as much defense. We'll watch defense in the fourth quarter. How about that? Get a couple games in so we can stay on track with the 2 game a video at least. And this is the Panther Bowl, bud. This is the Panther Bowl. Here we are. We'll go off with a speed option to start the season. I forgot the red shirt people, so that's kind of like what Shockey brings to us. He's obviously not faster than Thrasher, but he can do that. That's one thing he can do is a juke. He has an 86 juke move, so I'm kind of excited. We haven't had a guy who can juke all year or all series. We haven't had a dominant running back. We've had good running backs who, in our system, get a lot of use, so they get good awards for it, but you could call them system running backs if you really wanted to. You gotta hold on to Maldonado. I didn't even look. What's it look like in this play? So yeah, that's exactly what I wanted it to be. Fowles is our second slot, so he's gonna play the. Ooh, good defense. Got a little greedy, I'll be honest. Catch the ball with Fowles. But there was a lot of thinking going on there, and I'm glad we figured it out. Oof. You got hands on it. Hey, if you get hands on it, you got to catch it, brother. That's the... Oh, really? We got Stadium Pulse messing with us? Oh, come on, brother. Come on. You can't You can't. I didn't even. Okay. And we're back here again. Where Thrasher can't hear me 2 feet away from him. That's a good catch. He can catch that, but he couldn't catch the other one. That's kind of crazy to me, but here we are. And I have no blockers. No blockers? That's kind of insane. I feel like Maldonado is going to be really good for us. I can already kind of feel that. Get down. No need to get trucked or hit stick. Still goal line unders. Obviously a very odd play for where we're at, but hey, she's not paying attention to the ball. I'm gonna lose my mind, brother. That's Camacho touchdown. Thank you. Come again. I'm still a little annoyed that Maldonado just didn't even react to the ball. It is what it is. We scored anyway. And they go for a big run, it looked like. Okay. Give me Miles. Give me Miles. He's getting hawked, but he breaks the tackle. Touchdown. And the flea flicker strikes again. The flea flicker. Mountains East or Motion. I call it Mountain too. Right? I saw a post. They were like, this whole time it's been Motion and not Mountain. I at first was calling it Mountain as well. So yeah, that's Camacho. Oh my goodness, Camacho might have one. He has one. Camacho all the way. He only has 85 speed, bro. He's not even that fast. This guy's crazy. Give me. Oh, we're close. Hold on. Motion pump and go. I'm looking for Thurber. That was a scary pass. I thought he would be a bit more open. Was not. In case you're wondering. Maldonado. Touchdown, Maldonado. Alright. Coming into the season, I was thinking, oh, new quarterback. And it's not the case. Bryce Sparks is still our best option to win. And the other guys just didn't have enough for me to go straight to him. Ooh, I wanted one. I wanted a Moss. Unfortunately, Thurber not able to come down with that one. Ha! Don't let him. Don't let. Oh my goodness! You just shrugged me off like I wasn't even touching him. Okay, that's unfortunate. A pick six. I'll take the fault for that. Bad play call, I guess. Very, very weird game. It's starting a new season. It feels different, right? We don't quite know our identity, I guess. Maybe it's because I'm just so used to, oh, we're gonna watch the defense now. Maybe I'm not, quite back ready for. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. And a flag on the play. That's a flag on the play. Touchdown. To the new guy. Right? I want to get that for the thumbnail, all right? He breaks. Bryce Sparks rolling out. Do we get the Bryce Sparks look? I'll leave that for myself. Maybe so. Or do we get the get like this? Something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll pick one of them. I don't want to kick the field goal. Thanks for asking, though. Defense is stalling them out. They only have one offensive touchdown, so fine with that. Give me Maldonado post route. Give me hopefully a good blocking here. Nope. Did not get a good blocking there. Can we do it again? Wrong one. We can try, right? Right? Worst that happens, we get sacked in the backfield. Or get picked off. It's alright. Didn't get anything off of it. But 2 picks to start the season. What's new, right? What's new? That's same old, same old. Still a halfback pass. We're kind of just trying things. Can we get away with these things? I don't know. We got a man downfield. Of course we do. It's a halfback pass, brother. I didn't run the ball. You gotta, not. I would have declined that penalty if I'm Georgia State, but it is what it is. I'll take the extra down. He played that really well because I feel like he didn't have to do that. I've done 3 picks. And they scored a field goal. Okay. Defense is playing good. And they've been in some bad situations. Should have juked. Better juker. Definitely not a good spinner. Alright. You can go fade, I guess. Thurber. You can't put him on him. You can't put him on him. You don't have the speed to keep up with him. They don't learn. They don't learn. You got to bring that other safety over. He might be able to keep up. We got the where do we get the ball back here? Jesus. Fouls or fouls. Depends how you want to say it. So let's get a run here. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. I don't like that as a run. Because I forget that right tackle does not care. He does not care about blocking the guy there. But here we go. Touchdown by Shockey. We're in the fourth quarter yet? We are officially in the fourth quarter now. So we'll go slow. Watch the fourth. It was a quick game. It was like 11. It was 11 minutes already. You know what? No. Give me a half slide to the left. That's a first down. Inches? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna. They're gonna challenge if I had possession. It looks like possession to me. That's a catch in the NFL, let alone a catch in college football. That's what I thought. That's what? We have the backups in? That's a dangerous game. I wanted to watch defense, but I guess we don't have to. We win the Panther Bowl. I'll just sim out this game then. They want to put backups in. We can just sim the rest of the game. We don't have to watch defense. If it's going to be backups, right? Like... I meant to do... I didn't call the backups play in, but here we are, right? We're at 49 to 17, so I guess it makes sense. Bryce Sparks had a good game. 3 picks. That's my fault. But the 6 touchdowns were also my fault, so you give and you get. To get 3 picks against Georgia State, I'd rather that than Clemson later on this season, who we could still have 3 picks against, but is ideally we don't, right? Ideally we don't get 3 picks. Alrighty. We started season 1-0. We didn't get to watch defense. We have a lot of time now. That game went by really fast. So I think this next game we can just watch defense, right? I feel like it. Until the game gets too out of proportion, we might just start simming out of games if problems do arise. We are second for Alton Woods. We are first for Colin McLean. Our brand exposure and program tradition go up. That's nice. Some more things we can hard sell people on. It looks like our hours are staying with everybody the same. Alton Woods, we are second. That's only with 10 hours. Randy Seibert, we are first. And we're kind of pushing the same amount out as Miami. Bob Drew, we're only putting 10 hours in. And we are getting more than Nebraska, so that's nice to see. Balducci, the guy, number 1, getting a lot of boost on him. A lot of boost on Bo Mundy. We got a lot of fun names. Balducci, Bo Mundy, Paul Tolson. Getting a lot of boost over Ole Miss. We're already first. A big boost for Kiki Oroma Shodu. What a name. A power rusher. That's only with 30 hours. A big boost with the 50 hours for Jeff Payne. That's nice. First for Ramey. Second for Lorenzo Dennis, but we are pushing a lot more than anybody else. Same with Ben Ehlers. Obviously, Miami's there, but they're not pushing as much as us. Georgia's there, but once again, not pushing as much as us. Alex Rico, 50 hours on him, pushing the button. Greg Bond, already number one. It's only been a week. Already number one for Colin McLean. 50 hours is doing a lot of work for us. There's nobody in their top 5 yet. Oh, but there is. Alton Woods is in his top 5. That's interesting. Really? Are you like... What are you? 91 strength. Pretty good. 77 run block. 70 speed's pretty good. 73 pass block's pretty good. Decently agile for a power guy. We're not getting a major boost. It's only because it's 10 hours. I think we have to write it out with the 5 stars first before we start moving hours around. So if I lose Alton Woods because Balducci, right? Balducci's our number 1 right tackle target right now. There's also Ben Allers. So if we lose Alton Woods, it is what it is. So I'm not going to stress about it. Okay. Let's keep it moving. We have Louisville, an ACC game. Our first ACC game of the season. Let's see how we fare. The recruiting's good. Obviously, we're a good overall. So, we'll go with the home. We don't gotta rock the alternates every game. So let's do this. Let's see. How will we fare against an ACC team, right? Obviously, I don't even know if we've played anybody in the ACC. We played Syracuse, but they're like bottom of the ACC barrel. We've never played Clemson. We've never played Louisville. We haven't played a lot of the teams in the ACC. Obviously, being in the Conference USA, that happens. But here we are. An ACC game, the first conference game of the season in Pitbull Stadium. They got the ball first, didn't do anything with it. And since we're able to, we'll watch defense play. See, that's the problem. I gotta change that before next game. Shakir Jeffrey's not supposed to be playing football. I have to redshirt him. Yeah. I'll get to that. We'll do that right after this game, because that's annoying. Because he's supposed to be playing redshirt and not the game. They got a good guy over there? No, they do not. But they're going to double team him. Maldonado. You can make some amazing catches and you do something like that and it just burns me on the inside. He should be there. Okay. Okay, brother. I'm gonna lose my mind if this is how this season's gonna go. Okay. I know it's raining. I get it. But come on now. You cannot catch a ball. He cannot catch a ball. Okay. Wrap them up. Good defense. 3-yard gain. I'm down with that. Wrap them up. Okay. I thought our run defense would be a lot more better. A lot more better, yeah. That's a good way to phrase that. A lot better. Well, there he is. He is going to impact the run game. He does have the ability to do that. Hopefully he can... I don't know why he doesn't have a star under his name. I really don't understand the star system. Is it because he like just came here? Is it because he's not a captain yet? Like, what's the case there? I don't know. Why is Laurie not playing? Intercepted? 91? Funches? Bro's a dog. Why is... Okay, we got an interception from Funches. Obviously, Laurie... Or, not Laurie, but Atwell's done that. But Funches, here we go. I am kind of confused why Laurie's not playing as every down. Like, he was playing every down last season. Okay, I may be asking for a drop pass here, but we need something. I should have racked it, but I didn't want him to run out of bounds. Taking a hit. Okay, I thought Maldonado would be really good for us this season, but apparently he can't play in rain. He cannot catch the ball in rain to save his life. And neither can... Nobody can. Okay. Is this gonna be one of those years? Or like we lose some key guys that we had, and they really held the team together, I guess. I don't know. Get the first. That's what we wanted. Thrasher tried to snake the touchdown from Shockey. He might still do it. Nope, Shockey's in here. Touchdown, Shockey. Second one of the season. Alright. Let's see. Do we make a field goal in the rain? We do. Good to know. But Maldonado can't catch. Foles couldn't catch. I'm just going to say his name Foles now instead of Fouls. Fouls sound is too hard to say. It's a harsher way to say it. Yeah, why is Laurie not playing football? Oh my goodness. Hold on. I need to... Is something wrong with Laurie? Because he was playing. That's what we got him for. He's the inside disruptor. I need to see something. Is Laurie okay? Out for season? No way you're out for season. You're coming back, right? Like, you were out for the season last year, but you're coming back, right? Don't tell me I picked you up in the transfer portal for no reason. But no, he's not in. Lowry's not injured. Did I mess something up with the rushing right in? No, he's the rushing right in. He's the starting right in. I don't get it. He doesn't have the... He doesn't have a stamina problem. At least he didn't have a stamina problem. He's 93 stamina. He's got more stamina than Atwell. I'm not understanding. Why is... Maybe Atwell just can't play as our backup right in. Rushing right in. Yeah, I don't know. I'll put Funches here. And I'll put Laurie here. I don't want... Actually, I'm fine with Atwell taking Laurie's spot. Or Atwell taking Funches. I don't want Laurie off the field if I can prevent that. Right? Like, there's no point. I didn't mean to hit that. Play offense. Yeah, I don't want Atwell to play over Laurie. Atwell can play over Funches, but over Laurie? Why? Why is Laurie not playing football right now? Let me call play. 500 career passes completed. Cool. Let me call play. Because I'm not understanding. Did he get, like, wear and tear to death? It didn't say it in his stats. Let's just go big nickel. Yeah, Laurie's there. He's orange. But he is there. Yeah, he's playing. I don't know. Maybe I fixed it? Maybe I don't gotta call play now? I'm really not understanding. Is it a stamina problem? Like, he was orange, but he came in when I clicked to play. So ideally... Okay, he's back on the field now. Okay. So he did get some wear and tear, but that's why we got him. A run, stop, and D-tackle, that was probably number one issue. Laurie's not moving the same as he usually does. This whole game is weird. There goes Laurie. He's pushing. You could have jumped that one, Gabe Gay. Okay. I don't know. This game, like, this episode feels really weird, and I don't know why. I don't know what the issue is, but like, this episode felt really weird. Maybe I talked too much about the starting lineup. Maybe. They're pressing him, which means they probably double him, but he can't catch. I gotta keep it on the ground because I have 4 incompletions and they're all from Maldonado. Oh, they're not all from Maldonado, but 3 of them are. I have 1 from Foles and 3 from Maldonado. And those are supposed to be my sure-handed slot guys. Like, I'm not. Something's got to give. Like, I don't want to sit here and run the ball all game. It's not. We're not back in the national championship where if I didn't run the ball, I was going to throw a pick. I just can't catch the ball. I'm not. It's not correlating in my head right now. Shockey caught the ball. I guess I believe it was within the timing of him having possession before he got hit, type of thing. I mean, Foles held on there. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the team's being weird right now, and hopefully it fixes itself. And I don't know about that one. I don't know why that would be red. The only thing is rain. The only thing is rain. He's got platinum off platform. That's his whole. That's one of the benefits of having the dude. I don't know. It's feeling really weird. I felt like that should have been a lot closer to Thurber's hands than it was, but okay. We got to deal with the trials or tribulations. We have a hold and penalty, which is nice. Mark that run off the board. Okay, so holding penalties in college football, if it wasn't a first down, they get the yards. That's a weird one to me. They still get the yards, but they get 10 yards back from where they ended the run. That's weird. Unless it's a 2-yard penalty. It's not a 2-yard penalty, right? Ooh, that's what you're there for, Gabe Gay. You're the reason we put you in is because you have the zone coverage. Oh, he kept the ball. I feel like that was the worst of shit. I feel like that running back was gonna chunk us. I don't know, I guess it's maybe the competition's got better, but Laurie has kind of been silent. Laurie's been silent. Funches has an interception, but we haven't seen him do anything off the line. He almost did something right there. That running back got just enough in his face. He caught that. That's crazy. That was good defense. Benitez comes down on him right as soon as the ball is thrown. That's beautiful. That's what we want to see from the defense. And you didn't quite do it, Levy. I'll be quite honest. You did not quite do it. Now you're on the left side of the right side of the offense, but left side of the defense, since you're in the number one. Ooh, I guess that was man. Who's supposed to be on the tight end? If that's man, because the way that corner played the flat so hard does not tell me that was zone. Another drop, good to see. Trying to relearn what our image is this season. Because new conference, obviously going to be a much stronger competition, hopefully. And it's a screen pass, of course it is. But much stronger competition, and seeing our guys just kind of shut off is a little annoying. Like, Laurie's not playing every down. Like, that didn't happen last season. playing to contain, and there he is. A big sack from the transfer. A Chimpong. I think that's how you say the name. I don't really know. He's a real person, so hopefully I'm saying that right. And I don't think Max Lowry's going to have a 25 sack season. And, like, he shouldn't, right? We're going up against probably like at least twice the competition with the ACC. So, you know, ideally he shouldn't have 25 sacks. He's not going up against Conference USA every week. He's going up against ACC now, who have the resources to have a good offensive line. Or at least a solid offensive line. Not, you don't have to have 90s across the board, but, you know, it is what it should be. So Lowry's not gonna have as exciting of a season, I think. And you have got to stop diving for the football, brother. I'm very annoyed. And that was underthrown, and everything's just not kind of working right now. And that's just a bad ball that is on the run, getting hit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling what ACC football's like. That's a big sack. That's a big sack for Lampkin. Oh, that's Funches. Funches having a game. All right, he's having a game. Obviously Atwell not having his quick jump hurts him a lot when he's coming in and playing. But Funches is having a game, an interception, a sack. Lowry's getting walled by a star offensive lineman, so it kind of happens. They got their tight ends getting the ball a lot. We got to score, so I think we just got to rely on the run game because of how bad the receivers catching is right now. It's kind of abysmal. And obviously it's mainly one guy, but like he's like the guy. He's supposed to be the guy for us right now. He can't get through the lineman. I wish Ezekiel was faster. Let's flip this. Let's get I don't even know who McKee. Big juke. Got a few more yards. Way to hold on to it, Thurber. That's something I wasn't expecting. As soon as he got hit, I was in my head. I'm like, hey, that's a drop. Okay, redo it. He caught it. Just get the first, Miles. I don't know. I've always hated the rain when you don't have a quarterback you can play in it. Without if you don't have a quarterback with the rain ability, because it gets rough when if it's a blowout, or if you're down by a few touchdowns, you really can't get back into it because your quarterback's going to throw a bad pass. I just didn't have time to get it to Camacho. I looked down. And I saw the guy coming, and I knew I wasn't going to have time. I should have thrown it away, but it is what it is. Big run. Ooh, that was big. Cause I cannot pass the ball right now. The ACC's got a really good pass defense. Like, just the two, like, couple guys we played against. We played SMU. Obviously, they were at full power in the national championship. But Louisville's, like, obviously the rain is helping them. But, like, at the same time, like, I can't right now. Maybe it's because we got some younger guys on the team now, but guys are dropping passes. I threw a pick. I think, right? I threw a pick. I think I just got to keep it on the ground. Good special teams coverage. I mean, it's a rain game. Obviously, keeping it on the ground is the smartest idea, but you don't always want to. Here comes Laurie. Oh, Laurie. Oh, fumble. Probably not a fumble. It's probably not a fumble. I mean, the offense got it back anyway, but it probably wasn't a fumble. He was probably down and then dropped it. Look at... he just launched that lineman. This guy is a run stopper. Full stop is a run stopper. There's no doubt about it. Here comes Laurie. Oh, it would have been beautiful. It would have put so much more confidence back into me if he got that sack. That dude just threw it out of bounds, essentially. That's a fair catch. We don't have Mike Jackson anymore, too, which, you know, he wasn't used last season as much as he was used the season prior, but we don't have a Mike Jackson who really helped with the passing game because he was a distraction and a half for the defense. Is kind of like a Tyreek Hill, right? You have to know where Tyreek Hill is. And we had Brandon Ennis, who was a great transfer, who had a really good catching, but you know, he has the rain ability and still can't catch the ball. Obviously, he's not a catcher, but you know, like, you can give me one, right? It might be difficult, but you can give me one. Yeah, let's get the check down. Yeah. Get the first. Keep the drive alive. Well, if you're blitzing, and if that's true, Thurber's got good hands. Thurber has good hands. That's what I'm learning right now. Thurber has good hands when it comes, even in rain games. He has good hands. Yeah, well, tried to go for an aggressive catch. Didn't quite get what I wanted, but yeah, it's football. Those are some of the hardest catches to make. There's Miles. Getting some work in. They have a hell of a box. And maybe it works. Well, we got it. Thrasher, touchdown. Yeah, I don't know. We got to keep playing games and feeling out the team. But right now, it's not feeling the same. I'm glad to see that, though. They now do fix the on-field problems. Like originally at the start of the year, they would only change the patches on the jersey, but now they changed the on-field conference as well. Because I remember we had a guy in the league who was Kennesaw State, and when he moved out of Conference USA, he still had Conference USA on his field. So it's nice to see that is implemented in the game now. Yeah, we're still getting eat up on the run. I mean, technically that's a pass, but you know, it's a run. It's a run essentially. Screen pass. Going nowhere. I think that's Maragos that got to him. Going nowhere. Benitez is all over that. That's why you go get a 95 speed middle linebacker. Push him, Laurie. Get him. Yes. Now I feel a lot better. Laurie getting to the quarterback. That gives me some hope. That gives me hope. Coming off the greatest pass rushing season in history. That gives me hope right there. Yep. That gives me some more, hey, we're kind of back. We are kind of back. So let's go out here and let's win this game. Let's go out here and win this game. Let's get our first win in the ACC. Shockey. Stanley Shockey is a really cool name, too. Obviously there was a Shockey in the NFL. I can't remember his first name. That's a good pass. That's a good catch. Beautiful. Don't challenge. Don't give me like, that's a catch. That's a foot in bounds. He has possession. That's a catch. That's a catch. Yeah. That's a catch. They did waste a timeout doing that. That's a catch. That's the touchdown, Shockey. Good stuff. Gets around the bend. And into the end zone. Michigan only beat FCS East 28-7. Really? How interesting. Second ranked team in the nation, by the way. You know, it's kind of funny how Michigan is preseason ranked, the second ranked team in the country. And I think that mainly has to do with us being the first team in the country, beating them on their way. But at the same time, why did we get, like, I don't even think we started top 10 and after we lost to Oregon. And that was an overtime game. That was like our against Michigan, we kind of blew them out. Against Oregon, we lost by an overtime touchdown, right? Some things to think about, all right? Some things to think about because the committee is, you know, a little weird with their voting. Luckily, we're number one to start this season, so that's wrapped up. That's Ben Woodhead. That's DB of the year. Don't even worry about it. Laurie's gonna contain. Benitez, what type of tackling was that? You didn't even touch him, bro. You dove and just got in the way of everybody else. You didn't even touch him. You touched air. Get him! This guy's really good. This guy's dangerous. This guy's gonna be dangerous this season. Collins Achimpong, bro. He has 4 sacks today? What? only had 4. I've at least seen maybe 2 to 3. He has a 4th one, and he has TFLs on the run. This guy's gonna be he might break Max Lawry's sack record. I didn't know we were gonna be the University of sacks. Oh my gosh, another one. Ben Woodhead with a sack from the slot corner. Lawry, Achimpong, Funches. Here comes Ben Woodhead again. That's thrown incomplete. That's a turnover on downs. I did not expect us to be the team of defensive linemen. Or just like getting a like a crazy pass rushing team. I didn't feel like going into this that would be it. I felt like we were gonna be big offense, but no, we've kind of completely flipped that and like thought in my head, right? Like we're not crazy offense where we're gonna score, but we're not scoring like 70 or 50 a game. We're scoring like 20, 30. On a really good game, we're scoring 40. Shockey gets another one. That's a hat trick on the day. Think so. That's a hat trick. Like 40 is a good game. Like we had a good game. And it's mainly built off of defense. Without the defense, we're not in this position. We're not in on their side of the field scoring without the defense. It's kind of crazy. Our D tackle has 4 sacks. He's getting doubled right now. if that means what I think it means, and a Chimpong is taking doubles, that gives Lawry and Funches such a dominant good rush there. That gives Lawry and Funches a crazy start to the season. Like that is very important because Lawry just gets a sack right there. We have 8 sacks in the game. This is the first ACC team we've played this season. We already have 8 sacks this game. I don't know. We have 2 sacks with Lawry, 4 sacks with the Chimpong. We have a sack with Funches, and Funches has a pick. There's one more sack in there. I don't remember. Lawry, another one? Oh my goodness, this quarterback doesn't throw the ball. 3 sacks for Lawry, 4 sacks for Achimpong. I'm gonna just call him ACP. How about that? I don't gotta say Achimpong because I feel like I'm butchering that name. We'll call him ACP. ACP, Lawry, Funches. And Funches is not getting back there as much. He has 1 sack and a pick, which is really good. I'm so confused. Is ACP that big of a threat? Like, I guess he is. I'll run this clock out, but this defense is 8 sacks? 8 sacks in the game? Like, I thought our defensive line last season played really well. This is starting to really develop into a crazy defensive line. Oh, really? I don't have enough clock. Okay, buddy. We'll run the ball then. Run the clock here. I certainly do have time on the clock. I don't understand. I know they have timeouts, but the AI should know they're not going to call the timeouts. It's literally the AI not calling the timeouts in the first place. Give me my running yards back. I don't care if you didn't let me get there. The game is over, brother. But this is kind of a shaping. So now I'm feeling really confident. At first, to start this game, I was not feeling good about it. It felt really off. The team did not feel ready. But what the defense put on this game, hey, you give me, hey, if Maldonado can learn how to catch a football, we're kind of in a scary spot for these teams. Shockey had 121 rushing yards. Yeah, I mean, when you run the ball, 20 attempts for 121 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. Shockey had 4 touchdowns. Could have got him a 5th there, but yeah, that was a little too much. Let me look at this. Look at these stats in the last few minutes of this video. 11 for 21. We stopped throwing the ball in the air. It just was not helping. Shockey had a great game. Sparks even had positive yards, which is great to see. But Sparky with 20 for 121 and 4 touchdowns is insane. Blocking. Falau let up a sack. I can live with that. Defensively, 4 sacks from ACP, 3 sacks from Laurie, a sack and a half by Funchess, and then a half sack for Woodhead. Yeah, and then an interception. Our only interception of the game was Funchess as well. This is a very, very dominant line. Again, it's better. This is our nose tackle. Like what I thought Kaufman did last season. This guy's scary. 7 TFLs, 4 sacks. I'm pretty sure the sacks count as TFLs, but obviously they do. They coincide with TFLs, but he still had 3 TFLs on the run game. This guy is good. And I know why. Obviously, for the run game, he should be getting back there. He has inside and outside disruptor, but jeez Louise. This guy's gonna be crazy this season. Yeah. What a game. My first ACC game of the season against Louisville. We win. It was at home. So unfortunately it was really rainy. We level up. Haven't leveled up in a while, so that's nice to see. We'll have some more things to upgrade. Yeah, but I think this is the episode. I'm gonna off screen. I'm gonna redshirt the guys. I'll probably just spend those points. You already know where they're going, into the blue area, but yes, that's episode 21. 2-0. Have a 1-0 in the conference. We won the Panther Bowl. We beat Louisville. We have a crazy defense. We're looking really good. I don't know. Well, this may be shaping up to a repeat because our defensive line could carry us all the way there. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, like the video. Subscribe, do all the good things. Share it with whoever you would think would be interested. And anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.